Hey folks, Species7 here, and welcome back to Riverside. This is my Let's Play of Farming Simulator 2011's big add-on pack, ProFarm. In the last episode, I told you that as soon as I finished harvesting the field we were doing, as I was sure at that point after 10 or 15 runs up and down the field you were tired of watching me do that, I would be back. Well, as promised, I am back. However, I'd like something to be noted. This ProFarm, this is quite the little operation. Okay, first of all, oops, and I skipped right past it. Yeah, let's go to our stats here. Okay, you'll notice that game time played 7 hours and 50 minutes, almost 8 hours. Alright, now that was after having reset the clock and then starting our first episode basically at minute 0, and that was a 36-minute episode. So for 7 hours and 20 minutes, what have I been doing? I've been harvesting that field. That same field. Oh yeah, it is that big. The fields in this game are immense. To the point that I'm kind of questioning about whether this was really a smart move for a Let's Play. Alright. Let's say I decided that I was just gonna do everything on camera. Alright. That's 16 half-hour episodes of me driving up and down the field on a harvester. Now that is excitement. But it, of course, won't come to that. So, the plus side, let's just go through here. You see where we have corn storage, and it says 16,528. Okay, and the canola just above it at 16,200 something. Those were there when we started the game. We also had 16,000 barley, 16,000 wheat. All right. We now have 56,000 barley. I also have $62,000. The reason I have $62,000 is because I sold one trailer of barley. We actually had 81,000, I believe, barley. We have 321,000 wheat. Yeah, that field had 70,000 barley and 300,000 wheat on it, and took 7 hours to harvest. Okay, you'll see threshed area in hectares. Okay, 15.31 hectares. Give you an idea, the largest field in Farming Simulator 2013 is that big monkey down by the biogas plant. Okay, that takes about an hour and a half to harvest. It's 2.6 hectares. Alright, so this field, and it's not the biggest one, but this field alone was 5 times the size. Okay, and it's, if you'll see where my arrow's pointing now, just across that gray line, that's the field. And you see that part that's still brown? Okay, that's the bottom part of it that I haven't actually harvested yet. Alright, there's still a little bit more to it. Okay, but we'll get to that. I haven't done that for a reason, and I will get to that in a bit. But, so, yeah, it seems a little strange, actually, that, you know, they would start you with so much crop, because everywhere you see that brown color, okay, those fields are ready to harvest. And that's still this side of the river. So, yeah, I have at least 3 times as much to harvest as I've taken down so far. So, wow. Yeah. Okay. But I'm thinking that, what would I get for this guy? 43,000. So that would give me 106,000. So if we go to the new stuff that came with the game and have a look here, 138, eh? Not quite. I'd like to get an actual normal tractor as opposed to the front end loader. That's all. It's an awkward damn thing. It really is. Yeah. Just because it adds an extra 4 or 5 feet, and getting in and out of the farm into that traffic, that makes a big difference. When I have to start going across that bridge to do things, yeah, I don't want a tractor that's got 5 extra feet of goodies. So, what else have I got? That thing. That's just weird. International Harvest. Oh, right, but it's got no front. This is a really nice forklift. I far prefer this. I'm using it in my 2011 playthrough. This John Deere's not a bad tractor, but again, it does not have a front hitch. It's basically a trailer hauler. In fact, I guess that's kind of what I want at the moment. It's really powerful, etc. But your only choice for front is nothing, or you press a button and this weight appears. So, but as a trailer hauler, it actually works reasonably well. So, yeah. The other thing, I have this trailer. This is a modded trailer made by the American Eagle mod team. This is probably the nicest damn trailer I've ever seen in a farming simulator game. I kid you not. It's huge capacity, but just the finish and the work on the modeling on it is just outstanding. I don't have a problem with buying one. My only problem is the only truck that I have that will haul it in my mod pack is this one, this Western Star. It's a really nice mod as well. The detailing is great. It's a damn nice truck. The problem I have with it is it's $228. That seems kind of ridiculous, to say the least. You know what I mean? Like it really does. That's not a reasonable price to pay for a truck. So I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'll use what we have there now and take another trailer or two down to sell. Probably off that little tiny tractor as well. Although it's up in the field right now. In fact, we can go and have a look. Another thing that you got to kind of keep in mind with this game, if you happen to have played Farming Simulator 13, one thing they really did change in this one is that when you log back into a game, nothing is connected to your tractors anymore. If you had a front weight, it's not connected, so don't drive over it. Keep in mind, none of your attachments are connected either. So, this guy, I've been chasing the harvester around. Now, due to the shape of the field, I did have to do a good 90% of this field manually. Okay, I managed to get the baling done because I found what you could do was, once you got a really nice straight row, you could actually select hire worker, jump out, like tab over to the baler, chase around behind the harvester until you almost reach the end of the row, then tab back into the harvester, kick out the hired worker, do the turn yourself, etc., etc. And by doing it that way, I can kind of not only maximize the amount of time I was in it, but managed to get all this baling done without any sort of time sink at all. And about the baling. Okay, this field, it has a lot of different sides. Like, it's like a 7 or 8 sided field when you get right down to it. It just takes off in a bunch of different directions. Well, it also slopes in a bunch of different directions. And that particular phenomena has led to what, in my mind, will forever be known as the Great Bale Migration of Riverside. Because all of these bales slowly work their way downhill. Okay, they're round. Round things go downhill. Yeah. Round things go downhill because of a little physical principle we call gravity. And gravity has certain controlling measures. Some of those being that once you start an object downhill, it will continue to accelerate until it reaches, well, obviously there is a top speed, a terminal velocity, if you will, providing that friction doesn't overcome it and bring it to a stop. The reason I call this a migration, though, is because these things have been basically creeping down the hill at a constant, like, 1 or 2 miles an hour since they popped out of the back of this baler. Alright. And that's one of the reasons that I'm doing this sort of on-the-fly baling. It's really wasteful because, as you can see, it leaves these huge chunks of straw, 100 feet row of straw. But what it does do is it'll stop a lot of the bales from starting their motion. Okay, not all of them, but a good number of them. And you can see as I've got bales right down here on the road. Yeah, that's because that's where they rolled from somewhere else. Yeah. So I'm actually quite surprised. This little tiny tractor is hella great for this baler. It's got the turning radius of an Austin Mini, and it seems to haul this baler around just fine. But I think we're just going to come to a stop here, because we really do, in fact, need to deal with this. Okay. And that's because I had a bucket on it. You can see what I mean. You get tractors are bloody big enough. You get another 6 feet sticking out the front. It makes life a little awkward. So, and we will end up doing something about that. I will end up selling this guy. I'll probably buy that little tracked forklift to do our cow work and such, and get one of the big Massey's or something, a bigger trailer, because that is going to be a bit of a downfall. Now, I think, I'm not sure exactly how this works. For one of these is wheat and one is barley, I think. Okay. See how we do here. There's just sort of these pipes sticking out of the ceiling, but I don't think they label the silos. I don't know. Let's just keep our eyes open. See if anything pops up. Okay, there we go. There's the pipe. So, select seed. Oh, okay. Barley, no. Canola, no. Wheat. Yeah, alright. Sure. I want to see what that's going to be worth. Barley, we got about just over 40K, I believe, for the truckload of barley. I should have come in from the other side, because I'm pretty sure that might be enough room to squeeze out here. Just perfect. Now, how's traffic? Maybe alright. If I can cut the corners sharp enough. Alright, now I would feel much better trying to do this from inside. Here we go, and we're off. See if we can survive. I don't know that I'll ever have to harvest across the river. I think it's probably going to take me weeks just to harvest this side of the river. So, It's kind of a funny thing, you know, when you look at simulator games. They're never looked at as being AAA titles, etc. But let's consider what a bargain they really are, you know. I have 8 hours into this game, alright, and that's 8 hours has been solid gameplay, alright. There's no cutscenes in Farming Simulator or any of that, so. But consider, if you take all the cutscenes out of your average $60 AAA production, yeah, you're gonna get about 8 hours. So, yeah, and I haven't even scratched the surface of this game. So, 63,000. Somewhere around here is a place to sell this crap. I know there is. I missed it, I guess. Oh, I know what it is. You can go around back. And it runs this way. There we go. I don't know what to do with bales. Okay. Oh, by the way, the reason it says I'm only 87% full is because I have the bucket on the front of the loader. So, it's another reason I don't really like running it. But with the weight on it, oh my god, it just performs weird. So, alright. So, 63, 83, 93, 103. That's 40,000, 50,000. Not bad. About 50 grand for that. That's not bad at all. So we're at 115,000, eh? Alright, well, let's head back to the farm. And I think that I'm going to keep this trailer, but I think I want to get a bigger one as well. I'm going to keep this one just for harvesting, I think, because I'm not sure what the arm height is on one of those new harvesters when we get it. I love how the corn blocks the your view of getting in and out of this. It's so realistic. No, I mean, like, I'm not being sarcastic. That's really realistic all the time. I lived in the Fraser Valley for a while, and cornfields are pretty common. And yeah, there's a lot of times you'd be pulling up some road, and you'd get to the end of the stop sign, and you couldn't see either way down the other road because there'd be 8-foot tall corn on both sides of you. So yeah, that was quite realistic pulling up to that corner. So 115,000. Well, we offload a couple more trailers here, and we'll be rolling in it. So I think that one field alone, let's see, we got some corn there too. So, but yeah, I think that one field alone probably is going to get us about $500,000, which is pretty crazy, you know. Think about it, it really is. So there's our harvester. Not in a very convenient place. So, yeah, as I said, I wasn't able to do very much in the way of worker hiring. So, I take it that's not. And you'll see here, because I've logged back in, yeah, it's not connected either. Alright, so yeah, the first thing I need to do is connect the front end. Well, let's see what hiring a worker will produce for us. So yeah, I am enjoying this. Now, I debated maybe, look at that, there's bales way the hell down there by the water, nowhere near a field. They've literally rolled for hundreds of yards. I was actually debating maybe doing this on the normal 2011 map, but the problem with it is that's sort of just playing Farming Simulator 2011 with a bunch of modded vehicles, right? Yeah, because what makes ProFarm a little different besides the map is these textures, right? If you haven't seen Farming Simulator 2011, see, I mean, what the hell, dude? You gotta leave that for? That's $3 worth of wheat. It's a waste. if you haven't seen Farming Simulator 2011, in all honesty, the textures for the fields themselves are pretty damn poor. Like, I don't really care about the texture on the trees. Graphic quality is great, but it is not the end-all and be-all of a game. Gameplay is the end-all and be-all of a game. So, I'm going to quickly get my way into this other one so I can get it out of the way. There we go. And I'll just sneak through here. So yeah, this is, if we are going to do this, we are going to have to do it on the Riverside map. I don't really have a problem with it. You know, it just means that there'll be more than likely an episode of this every 2 days, because it'll take me a day in between of the kind of prep, you know. Like I say, if I'm going to harvest a field, or even this, you know, I'm going to make probably 6 runs to the store with this tractor trailer, and it's a good 5 minutes each, so I could spend the entire episode, a half-hour episode, running back and forth to the store. Right? Not probably everybody's favorite, right? Yeah. So. But, other than that, I am really enjoying it, as I say. I do plan on keeping the series up, so I wanted to let you guys know sort of what was going on. Oh yeah, those trees really help my view too. And where we were. So like I said, more than likely, I'll be airing episodes every couple days for this thing. Just for that reason. It does take a long time to do pretty much everything. I do want to make it a pretty full walkthrough, though. I don't want to do as I did in 2013, because I'd already done 20 episodes before I started again. I don't want to just show you, okay, here's how this works, here's how this works, and here's how this works, and call it a day. You know, I do actually want to take this farm from what we were given to a good, working, controlled money maker. With you guys along for the ride. That's the whole idea of a Let's Play. So, we will do just that. I said this episode, all I really wanted to do is let you guys know what exactly is involved with doing this one, because it's not going to be, whoa. Alright. Oh, thank goodness. Something else you really don't want to go crashy cuckoo like you can in 2013 Simulator. Because in here, there's only 2 ways to reset vehicles. You can log out of the game completely, and then when you pick your save game, like whichever one you're going to log into, it will give you the option to reset your vehicles. Now, that option will reset every vehicle in the game. So, everything, wherever you've put it, will end up in the main parking lot of your farm. So, yeah. The other option is a workaround that only works sometimes, and that's if you just log out of the first screen, like save game, abort game, and then log back in. Sometimes the issue will be fixed. Alright. I actually pulled out of the farm, ended up rolling over a car when I had the trailer, and both the tractor and trailer ended up upside down. So, I tried the second method first, where I just logged out and logged back in. The tractor was fine, the trailer was still upside down. Because it's a low hitch on the trailer, as you can see, when it was upside down, the hitch was at the tractor's roof and would not allow me to hitch up. Like I figured, sometimes you can get away with something like that. If your implement is screwed up, you can release it from the tractor back in, and when you rehook up the implement, it'll spin or flip or do whatever it needs to do to hook back up. Yeah, it wouldn't happen. So I actually had to log completely out of the game, come back into my save, reset vehicles, and then haul every single vehicle back out to the field. Yeah, kind of a pain. So, but anyway, folks, as I said, I'm going to sell off some of this, see what we can make for money, and next episode we will upgrade some of our toys. So, until then, this has been Species 7. Hope you enjoyed the episode. This is Riverside. This is Pro Farm. This is a lot of fun. Take care of yourselves. Ciao for now. Just after I logged out and got back here to the farm, I discovered this. So I just thought I would show you guys this. Yeah, this is the hired help trying to figure out how to get off the side of a house. Now, how he ended up there when he was way the hell over here doing these fields, so I don't know. But yeah, these are the sort of little issues. And whoa, dude, the sort of little issues I guess we're gonna have to try and work out for this particular Let's Play. Alright, I gotta put this guy out of his misery. Whoa. What the heck? Okay. Let's try pipe in. There we go. Oh, God. Yeah, I can see this is just gonna be... yeah, a bag of chips and all that. Oh well, I thought I'd show you that, guys. It's kind of amusing and somehow so sad. But ciao for now.